It's Loving the Strange with Carrie Jones and Sean Farrar. Loving the Strange, a podcast for weirdos and those who want to be weirder. Embrace the strange. New episodes every Saturday, live streaming Fridays. Loving the Strange. Check us out. Hey, it's Carrie, and Sean will be here soon. Fingers crossed. And it's Loving the Strange, man. And it is, I think, episode 13. And this episode, we're going to talk about strange, weird things people eat. And potentially why. And in very happy news, we just stopped keto because I, the Carbosaurus, got a rash. I've never been so excited to get a rash, but yay, carbs. And in honor of my rash, we're talking about the strange things people eat. Yes, you heard me right. The strange things people eat. And there's Shawnee. He's with us. Hey.
I was late to my own podcast.
Like, that's how cool you are, man. You're like, yeah, what else? I got a podcast today. What else? I'll just randomly show up. Sean, you gotta stop laughing. You gotta articulate.
Okay,
baby.
Hey, I'm gonna articulate. You're blaming it all on me when really it was you running around to the last second.
I had business ideas. I was running around the kitchen. This has nothing to do about food, but I was running around the kitchen like, oh, this would be a good idea. And oh, this would be a good idea. And oh, this would be a good idea. And we have all these amazing business ideas, but we don't put them in practice. And that is our issue, man.
But we're gonna,
right?
We're gonna buy that house in New Orleans too.
And we're going to buy a house in New Orleans. And hey, Dee Harris is here. Woo! I love Dee.
Yeah, she's a good, steady listener. I like her too.
More than that, she's an amazing human.
I think she is.
Is that our dog barking in the background?
I was just going to say, can you hear Gabby barking?
Yeah.
Because she's in an unattended bedroom.
Maybe we should take her out of the unattended
I can put her in Emily's room.
Do you want to leave and go do that?
It'll only take me a second. She's going to bark
in
Emily's room.
Normally during our podcast, our youngest daughter, hangs out with Gabby in her bedroom to keep Gabby quiet. However, our youngest daughter is currently in the bathroom and will probably be there for about 5 hours.
She
Dude,
really
you know
likes
it's true.
The bathroom.
Dude,
no,
I'm not.
She's like, I'm gonna make a whole little movie on my iPad here.
In the bathroom. She's amazing. She's amazing with the graphics, but
can you really hear her?
Dude, yeah.
Do you want me to
put her?
I can go put her in Emily's room.
As Carden says, Gabby can join the podcast. I'm sure she's eaten plenty of strange things. And Carden, you are right. Gabby has eaten some really disgusting things. Baby, maybe you should.
Or I can just bring her down here and put her outside. I can let the neighbors listen to her bark.
I think you should do something.
Which one?
Unless you want me to do something.
No, I got it. Emily's room or outside?
Either way, man.
All right.
Either way. All right. So, this is scary. Now I'm just in charge all by me. Hey, this is Loving the Strange with just Carrie on the podcast. I removed Sean from the stream. I feel very in charge. And let me tell you that today I got a pink manatee in the mail. Look at this. Someone on Twitter suggested that I name this pink manatee Barbara after the Barbara on VeggieTales. It's one of my friends from England. I think that's a possible name. But if you have a better name for my pink manatee, I would be really happy about it. I was having a bad day, and I was a little mopey. And then the postal service worker came, and I got some shorts from ThredUp, because I don't buy clothes new anymore because I feel bad about the environment. And I also got a flaming pink manatee. I've got to tell you, I'd eat a lot of weird things, but I would never eat a manatee. So it totally made my day better. And I can't believe how lucky I am because people give me things in the mail and I get random surprises. And how is that my life? I don't know. I get to be married to Sean, who's incredible, but also I get cool things in the mail, which is incredible. And I'm very, very lucky. Cardin said the first name that came to mind for my hot pink manatee was Bluppy. I'm not sure if I'm saying that the correct way, but you are so right. It is the perfect name for a manatee. Look, we let Sean back into the podcast.
You freaking cut me out.
It was fantastic. I felt so powerful.
Yeah. Wait till tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sean, don't be naughty. So Cheryl says, yay for Happy Mail. And I agree with you, Cheryl. Happy Mail is awesome, especially mail that includes pink manatees and food. Sean.
What? Baby.
Okay, so one of our friends who doesn't know us in real life said, I'm really impressed by the fact that you guys always argue but still love each other.
That's crazy.
And we were both like, wait, do we argue?
No, we don't argue.
I'm trying to see their point of view right now, and I think they might be right. I think we seem agitated.
That's just me, man.
I think it is.
I'm just high octane.
You are. You
can't handle it, but it works out. In the end, it works out every time.
I'm from New England. We're a very repressed people, and it's very hard because you're from Florida and you're not so repressed. And
not at all.
It clashes sometimes.
It's a clash. What?
Do you want to start us off with the weird things people eat? And thank you for taking Cheryl says it's banter. Thank you, Cheryl.
That's a good term. It's a good term for it. It's banter.
I agree. Yeah. It's a good term. All right, Shawnee.
Until Carrie makes me cry. And then it's a little more than banter, but it's all right.
You are not the crying spouse in this relationship, and you know it.
I am. Don't talk about movies and
no, that's a lie. That is a lie it's a big lie. All right.
What are we talking about tonight?
Tonight we're talking about the bizarre, strange, weird things that people eat. You want to start?
And it can be food or not food.
I guess so, but the not food worries me.
I'm going to start with a food item that you and I ate, actually.
Oh.
And we didn't. Okay.
After every food, can we say would eat it or would not eat it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you and I ate this, and I feel like it wasn't a fair shake. I feel like it probably wasn't prepared properly or something.
Is this a Chinese restaurant in Cambridge?
In Cambridge, yes.
Oh,
and we ate the. And I don't know what kind of animal it was, but we ate the intestine, right?
Yeah,
but it tasted more like the colon.
It was very colon-y.
I think was it pig? Did they say it was pork?
I think they said it was pork. And
I think so too. And it tasted literally like crap.
Like it needed an enema and it didn't have it.
Like it wasn't prepped good enough, like washed.
No. All right. So what is there an official name for this?
Not that I have. No.
Oh.
Like crap sausage. I don't know.
All right. So would you eat it again?
Yes, I would totally try it again because I really feel like that was a fail.
I feel like it was a fail too.
Yeah.
I was sad about that.
Yeah. And I can't even remember honestly what they called it.
I don't remember either, but I would go back and I would try it again.
I wouldn't try it again there. I'd try it again someplace else.
I didn't get sick afterwards, so I would definitely try it again.
No, it was just the flavor, like putting a turd in your mouth.
So, babe.
What?
People can be really judgy about other people's food, other cultures, other classes. And I looked up the this thing when I was researching for today's podcast, and it's the top 25 weirdest foods people eat in the United States from Spoon University. I don't know what Spoon University is.
I don't either.
But they're super judgy. And I think you're going to be really upset about number 25.
I'm probably going to be upset about 12 and a half of them.
I think so. But number 25, yes, is chicken fried steak. Are you
freaking kidding me?
Language. So chicken fried steak is basically like fried steak with like kind of a lumpy gravy on it, they say. Yeah. But I call it a white gravy.
Yeah.
And there's no chicken in the dish.
No.
And Sean would say it's delicious.
Oh my God.
I have seen Sean order this.
Yes.
In restaurants.
Multiple times. It is delicious.
But they said
it's just a cheap piece of meat pounded to death with a tenderizer, fried with gravy on top. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not odd food. It's Southern.
What our poor people used to do, man. And still do, actually.
Friggin' fantastic.
He loves his chicken fried steak. I think you can get it at Denny's.
Oh, yeah. Not us, because our Denny's closed down. But you can get it at Denny's.
We lost our Denny's.
Cracker Barrel. If you're driving down south.
Can I tell you the number 24 one?
Cracker Barrel at every exit. This is a PSA for Cracker Barrel. What?
All right. So the judgy people at Spoon University said Twinkies.
Oh, I don't have any affection for Twinkies.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I kind of thought you would be a Twinkie fan, babe.
No.
You like those little Debbie things.
Yeah. But what's the common thread? What's the common thread?
A creamy center.
And what outside?
And a spongy cake on the outside with a chocolate layer.
There you go. Double dogs. It has to be a chocolate with a cream. Double dogs. Yes. Or
Dee doesn't like Twinkies.
Or peanut butter filling with chocolate on the outside.
I'm not a Twinkies fan, but I'm not really a processed food fan
because Twinkies is sponge cake, no chocolate, no icing.
Yeah.
With it, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd go Dunkin' Donuts and get a Boston cream cake donut before I got Twinkie.
Wait, what? Oh, because the Boston cream donut has a cream chocolate inside?
Yeah, cream inside, chocolate.
And the chocolate on the outside.
Yeah. You got to have a little chocolate with your cream, baby.
So
that's not sexual.
Oh my God. We're the least compatible people sometimes. I have no idea how we're married.
Well,
when I
was this guy that we know named Mike Staggs.
And he was like, hey, you want to get married? And we're like, yeah. He was like, come to my office. I'm a notary. Here you go.
That's right.
That's happened. So
that's how we're married.
That's it. So on Facebook, one of my friends, Allison, said the weird thing she eats that other people judge her for is dill, pickle, and tomato pizza.
I don't have any. I'm not going to offer my opinion on that because you know why?
Because you'll be judgy.
I don't like tomatoes.
Oh, you don't like tomatoes.
If they're not pureed into a sauce, I don't want anything to do with the tomato. You know that. This
man is so anti-tomato. Oh, yeah. Y'all eat pig intestines, but put a tomato, avocado, or eggplant in front of me and hell to the no. That is Sean. Michelle said chicken fried steak isn't weird. It's just cheap and terribly unhealthy. And you are so right. You're so right, Michelle.
And that's why. That's why it's so good. Because it's cheap and unhealthy. Like all fantastic food.
Yeah. Sean, do you want to talk about what John Bell just said? Because I don't relate to it.
What? Oh, yeah, I'll tell you.
All right. Let us hear a Florida story from Florida man.
From our neighborhood where we lived, we'd walk about a mile, and there was a 7-Eleven, and it was almost right under the I-95 overpass. It wasn't technically under it at all, but it was very close.
Yeah.
There was a 7-Eleven. and we'd go there. And that was when they first came out with like the king size candy bars.
I don't know what a king size candy bar is, really.
What?
Big, really big?
Yeah,
I'm
really
assuming.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
All right.
for Reese's peanut butter cups, if you get a regular, it's 2 cups. If you get king size, it's 4 cups, baby.
Whoa! Mind blown for
So
us.
a king size Snickers will last you like for me, like 10 minutes. But
oh, it didn't last that long. You liar.
It's something you can take to bed. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah.
Do you take your Reese's peanut butter cups to bed, honey?
You know I've eaten Reese's peanut butter cups in bed, baby.
Really?
You know I have.
Know that. Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'd walk. That 7-Eleven was like heaven because back then, this is a little secret, a little criminal secret. Back then, when we used to dip, they didn't keep it behind the counter. It was on the same dip, like Kodiak, like. You know, you put the tobacco in your lip.
I don't know what Kodiak is, honey.
You do, so don't lie. Dip, like chewing tobacco.
Oh, all right, in the can.
Yeah, in the can.
Okay.
They used to keep it on the same aisle as the candy bars. So we'd walk in there and we'd buy ourselves a king-size Snickers and walk out with like 3 cans of dip.
That's so messed up.
Because I'm sure statute of limitations has passed on that. We can't get prosecuted for thievery, but that's what we used to do.
You actually stole it?
Oh, we didn't pay for it.
Dude, you became a cop.
Shh. Hush.
Oh my God. What have I married?
Remember, polygraph is just an interrogation technique.
Yeah. Sean gives everyone in the family really long discussions, didactic statements about how to pass the polygraph and how it doesn't really matter, which is very, very interesting from someone who used to be a Leo. Anyways, Stephen Law from Scotland said that deep fried Mars bars are a big thing there. I'm sorry, Stephen. That doesn't sound that disgusting.
It sounds fantastic.
I know. Like, and Michelle was like, ooh, long size Snickers to bed, and then made a drooly face.
Carrie hasn't had that experience yet.
I have not had that experience. I'm not a candy bar person.
That's not about candy bars, baby. That's about foreplay.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
I read books for children. This is not appropriate.
That's why she said long instead of king size.
Oh, Michelle, you're so much smarter than... No, she said it was supposed to say king, not long. She said that. She
Whatever.
just... Oh.
I don't believe her. I think she wimped out.
Moving on. Moving to kinder and gentler foods that are disgusting to some people. Chuck Alley, who lives in Mount Desert Island in Maine with us, said fiddleheads. Yeah. And for people who don't know, Sean, how would you describe fiddleheads?
I don't know unless you fed them to me that I've ever actually had a fiddlehead. But a fiddlehead for people that don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. Is the very tenderest part, the most tender part, and the most new part of a fern blossom when they're still curled up nice and tight. And yes. I think it's a specific fern. It's not every fern.
It's the furled fronds of a young fern.
Yeah, yeah, and
which is really fun to say, furled fronds.
And I think that if you took, for some reason in my mind, I imagine fiddleheads being cooked in a pan with some bacon as being quite good.
Yes, but I've
never had them.
I don't eat them myself. Like, I don't make them because I'm so afraid of cleaning them. Like, you have to clean them really well, and I get uptight about vomiting. So
whatever.
As we all know.
I mean, most of them come
bleach wipes are my best friend.
Most of them come out of the raw wood, so they're not going to make you sick.
I would hope so. But they're really good, Shawnee. They're really good.
Well, we'll have to buy some off the side of the road sometime.
No, because I don't want to clean them. We have to get them at a restaurant.
I'll clean them.
I don't trust you.
I don't want restaurant fiddleheads.
What?
I want home cooked food.
Oh my God. So Fiona said bacon and cheese whiz sandwich with raspberry jam, though not since the teen years, really. At least not the cheese whiz bit. And Fiona,
That
cheese
sounds
in a
fantastic.
tube. All right, Sean's right with you. But cheese in a tube is one of the big things that people who are not from the United States think, what the heck are the people in the United States doing? Like, why are they making chemical cheese? Like, what is that? What is that? Doug says freeze your Snickers so it'll stay harder. We need to move off of...
No, you know what? That's a fantastic idea. But instead of Snickers, I'd go with the Charleston Chew if you could find one, because they're like a foot long.
There's something wrong with all of you.
Oh, I love the Charleston. I haven't seen a Charleston Chew in decades.
Really?
Yeah.
Baby, I'll get you one if you want one.
I don't need one. I really don't.
All right.
It would be for your pleasure if I had one. But anyways.
Why would that be for my pleasure?
Never mind. Because it was frozen and stayed hard longer.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez. You're slower than death, baby.
I am about the sexual innuendos. Yeah. I don't get them. I would tell very many stories right now if we weren't on Facebook while live broadcasting. Because
about what? Tell me one.
No, I can't.
Come on.
No, I can't.
You can.
Okay, well, let me...
This is judgment-free zone. Judgment-free zone.
It's hard to do this without somehow getting an explicit label, but one time I saw... All right, all my friends, this is our senior year in high school. We're hanging out. We're visiting Sean Young, one of my favorite people in high school, senior year. And he's working at a convenience store, gas store type place. And there are naughty magazines up on the top level. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. You can't laugh ahead of time. I haven't told the story yet.
I know the story. Go ahead.
Sean. All right, so there's all these naughty magazines in the top rack. And one of my friends, because all my friends know I'm an idiot about things that are naughty in that biological way of fornication.
Idiot. I would say innocent.
Dumb. I would just say dumb.
Back then.
And one of them like opened it up and it was like a centerfold or something of a really, really gross naughty one. Like not like an elegant arty penthousey playgirl kind of. I don't really know.
Playboy.
Okay, whatever. Opened it up to the centerfold, shoved it in my face. And I went, oh my God, what happened to that dog? And it was not a picture of a dog. It was a picture of anatomically correct, biologically born women's private parts.
Oh my God. I
thought
you creep around the words like it's...
I'm trying not to get banned. So like, and I thought it was a dog wound. I like legit thought.
No,
and all my like one of my friends fell on the floor of the convenience store laughing so hard because I thought it was an injured puppy. Shut up, Sean.
Not a dog wound.
I thought it was.
Never mind. All of our friends will leave if I tell you what that's called. But
no, mind. Don't tell anyone what it's called.
If it ends with the word wound.
I don't know. Like I got lost again.
Now,
anyways,
Doug used to look at the Good magazine.
I don't know.
Because
I never looked at any of them.
Hustler in the back used to have the section where the people would send in pictures of their women, whether it was the women or the man sending in a picture, who knows? But it was real homegrown pictures. I forget what it was called. Oh, it's called Beaver Hunt. It was called Beaver Hunt. No, okay. So
this is why I'm afraid of live podcasts. Right here is the perfect proof of why I am terrified of this. But moving on.
And I love terrifying you. It's
you
funny.
really do. It's so evil. All right, we're moving on to weird food.
Okay.
According to no, I'm going. I don't trust you at all. Nope.
You go.
Nope. It's me. So roughguys.com, and the link will be in the podcast, says the number one weird food across the world is from Shirako, Japan.
Oh, you stole my number one.
I don't care. The word Shirako, which hopefully I am not pronouncing incorrectly, means white children. The delicate. Stop laughing. The delicacy, it says, it refers to.
That's horrible.
Are the sperm sacs of cod, anglerfish, or pufferfish, and it's looks like they say white globs of goo or miniature brains, and has a sweet custardy taste. And that is their number one. And you can even maybe get it in a vending machine, maybe not. And number two is tuna eyeballs. Sean, would you
stole my number two?
You can go to
my website.
You can go to number three. Would you eat it or not?
I would eat number one and number two without a doubt.
Me too. We're compatible. Finally.
We know
Cheryl
that.
Daly. Thank you for saying you love me even more despite the fact that I don't understand porn.
But we're quite adventurous in our culinary.
In our culinary
adventures. If I could get you to be adventurous in sex as you are in culinary stuff, I'd be the happiest
too
man
much information
in the world.
for everyone. Too much information. All right, number three. Moving on very, very quickly.
What? What's your number? I don't have a number three because my number three is actually labeled number four, and that screws me. That screws me up.
Go for number four, baby. Just go. It's your turn.
Now the next one is
the next one.
Fried tarantulas, the spiders.
Really?
And that's Cambodia. But I think, would you try it?
Fried tarantulas, yeah.
Of course, I would too. And they became popular in Cambodia way back in Vietnam War when people were starving to death under the Khmer Rouge regime.
Right. Did I ever tell you about the boyfriend that I had?
That was Cambodian?
No, but he had one of his brothers was adopted from Cambodia and was a kind of child soldier for the Khmer Rouge.
Really?
And they had a really deep network in New England where everybody who had come from Cambodia and then being adopted or fostered was together. And because someone had done something bad to me, he had talked to his foster brother, adopted brother, and now brother, Soot, and they were going to go kill that guy.
Sweet.
And it was in this biography book that he wrote about his brother. And I got really mad about it at the end. You
got mad about what?
All of it, because
that they were going to be vengeful for you?
Yes.
How did he lie?
He paraphrased my story in a way that wasn't accurate.
Oh.
Yeah.
But in
and
real,
it really
IRL, was he going to be vengeful for you in a real life situation?
He asked me and I said, hell to the no. I don't agree with that. Blah, 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 blah. But I think he was really into it because he had a hero complex. But
sometimes you just can't take the victim's opinion. You just got to do what you think is right.
Which is only disenfranchising the victim even more. Anyways,
I know.
Yeah, and let me tell you that if you are ever a random 5 paragraphs or half a chapter in somebody's biography, it sucks.
Really?
It sucks so hard. Because it's somebody co-ops your story and puts it as a footnote in theirs, and you're
if they twist it to make it fit their book, their their entire story, then yeah.
He totally twisted it to fit his book. And it was really, really frustrating. And like, he was like, I still remember this email. This has nothing to do with food, and I apologize. But I still remember this email, and he was like, hey, yeah, I wrote a book, and you're in it. I don't put your name in it, but the people at major top 5 publishing house said I should probably double check with you to make sure it's okay. And I'm like, is it already in publication? And he's like, yeah, I've already done the past proofs. And I'm like, what would happen if I said no? He's like, I don't know. I'm like,
well,
fine.
What's the point, right?
Yeah, it was so ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous thing. And then when I read it, I was like, oh my God, this is not accurate at all. White savior man complex. It was bad. It's really bad. I love him. He's a great human, but oh wow, it's bad.
So my next one
segue
is white ant eggs soup.
Oh man, what is that?
It's from Laos, and that's exactly what it is. It's the eggs of white ants plus a few adult ants for texture, probably, in a soup, and it appears to have some greens in it. You know, like a green, like a spinach type of green, a heavy green that would stay good in soup.
Are like the ants crunchy?
That's why they put the ants in there, because the eggs themselves are a little softer. But the ants add a little crunch. And it's supposed to taste a little shrimpy. So it's supposed to be maybe like a risotto type of shrimp soup. So I would try that as well.
That one would be a little harder for me.
Dude, I have a whole list of stuff that we've tried.
But I would try it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd try it, but it would be hard.
Because we have eaten a large rodent before, you and I.
Let's not talk about that.
Why not? It was delicious. Remember? I'll tell you what. Here, let me set the thing. We're in Belize. We're on the beach, like literally on the beach, and we go into this little takeout restaurant, and they have a dish that's made from gibnut, G-I-B-N-U-N-T. G-I-B-U-N-T, gibnut, is a large rodent, beaver-like rodent.
Yeah.
That some of the indigenous people eat. And we did, in fact, order some, and you and I ate it, and it was delicious.
I don't really remember it.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to do it again then.
Really?
Huh?
Really? Do we really have to do it again?
Yeah, because we can go back to Belize anytime.
I would really like to go back to Belize. I'm just kind of
Belize is unbelievable. I love Belize.
Oh my God. That was such a dad pun.
What?
It was a dad pun.
No, it's what the guy said to us on the bus. It's unbelievable. Remember?
I don't remember.
That very friendly guy when we were going to the Mayan ruins or whatever they were.
I don't even remember.
And he gave us the whole spiel about American. They use American currency and they speak English as a primary language, and they were trying to get us to move there.
Oh, I remember that guy. He was adorable because he wanted to come to the U.S., but he was the best guy ever. And
then we went on the tubes
immigration
in the river
rules
through the caves, and the little Belizean guy that was like 4.5 feet tall pulled us through. Yeah,
he was very strong, though.
It's fantastic.
I was really impressed by how he could pull very obese American tourists through those caves.
Not us, but the other guys.
There were some very large people.
Yeah.
He was.
They had
adorable.
each guide had like 6 people in a tube, and they pulled us through the caves in the river. It was fantastic.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
He was so smart. I loved him.
John Bell, I do not remember that. I remember
So
something
John
else.
Bell asked, since those of you who are only listening can't see his comment, he said, remember when I Babe Ruth that opossum off my fence and we cooked it up and ate it and its brain? Florida.
Do you know what Babe Ruth means, baby?
I have no idea what
that means. He hit it with a baseball bat to kill it.
An opossum?
Oh, you say that thinking it's a cute little thing, but it's a half-haired little creature with a mighty vicious-looking face.
Dude, it's an alive animal. It's a real life, like it's living. It's a being. It's a.
Well, we ate it, so there was no waste.
I feel like Babe Ruthing it might have been a little cruel.
Well, he can't shoot it. It was a tight-knit community there. Somebody would have complained of a gunshot.
Recently, in our own community, we've been a little bit overwhelmed by a skunk.
We have.
And Sean was talking about how we couldn't kill the skunk because Bar Harbor, Maine has these laws in downtown where you can't shoot a gun or a BB gun or a pellet gun.
Yeah.
And then we were like, wait, we haven't smelled the skunk for 4 days, which was very abnormal because we've been smelling the skunk every day.
Daily. Daily.
And the skunk was dead on the road, like a few houses by us. Yeah. We think someone poisoned the skunk. Do people eat skunks?
You can eat skunk. You can eat anything. Skunk, raccoon, possum. People do it all the time. Squirrel. It's no different than like squirrel, rabbit, anything.
Does Marshall? Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You.
I was just gonna say you just got to know how to avoid the scent sacks and stuff.
Doug Marshall said when dogs have newborn puppies, they eat their puppy's poop, and that's kind of gross. But I have to say that our dog Sparty really likes to try to sneak down into the basement
and get the cat poop out of the litter box. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his favorite snack.
And that's gonna be the grossest thing in the world.
It's like the miniature Snickers bars.
Would you eat that, Sean? Would you eat that?
Poop? No.
Cat poop? No.
No, look, if it's been through your body and your body's processed it and you pooped it out, there's no redeemable qualities. Why eat it?
I don't know, but even Dee's dog Daisy used to eat her own doggy poop. What is up with that?
Dogs roll around in it. Dogs are different. For humans, it's not a redeeming quality.
All right, I can't even think about that because it makes me so grossed out. I'm going to go to weird things Americans eat because we're Americans. Yeah. And number 22 was spray cheese, which is chemical cheese. And then number 21 is something you made me experience on one of our road trips, which was peanuts in Coke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Where peanuts. You just put the peanuts in your soda and it gets all mushy.
Well, I also made you probably experience boiled peanuts.
Yes, you did.
Which are one of the best things on earth.
They're also really mushy.
I mean, Southern cuisine is just exquisite. And it's the finest of the fine.
You're not biased or anything, man.
No. I mean, there's no better, like crawfish.
Well, on this person's
alligator, wild turkey, wild hog.
On this person's gross food list that Americans eat, like a lot of it is Southern, and one of it is red eye gravy.
Oh, that's stupid. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, go ahead.
Well, how would you describe red eye gravy, babe?
It's really just beans, right?
No, it usually doesn't it usually have like soda in it and. It's like considered poor man's gravy. It's like
I don't know, honestly.
Like sometimes it's like coffee.
Yeah.
And you've boiled it, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's soda and you've boiled it with like your ham or something.
Right.
And but it's considered disgusting by people.
There is nothing disgusting about any peasant food. It is the most delicious food in the world. I don't care if it's from the south or the north, southern or northern hemisphere. It's peasant food is always the best.
I agree.
How popular
On that list,
how popular is Mexican food? Mexican food normally is considered peasant food.
because it has rice and beans and those
It's
are cheap staples.
fantastic. That's right.
Dee said she's had peanut butter ice cream in Plains, Georgia, and it was pretty good. Dee, I've got to tell you, I'd be all into that peanut butter ice cream.
Me too. I love peanut butter.
All in. Like,
peanut butter is my favorite staple food. Peanut
would
butter.
Eat it.
Peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah, he's like totally in love with the peanut butter.
God.
He does.
Reese's peanut butter cups, peanut butter ice cream with peanut butter cups in them. My
Southern fried rattlesnake is on that list.
What?
Yeah.
As what?
As a gross, disgusting food that you shouldn't like. Ew.
Let me tell you.
Try that?
Here's the secret to Southern food. You can fry anything. Literally, you can, back to the dog turds, you could fry a turd and it would taste good. But you can fry anything. Alligator, rattlesnake, armadillo, anything, and it's going to taste good.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, don't act innocent. You love fried chicken livers.
It
has to be
give me a gizzard or a liver, and I am all in because I have Jewish ancestry. But whatever.
Meat-based proteins is what I'm talking about. But I'm not talking about vegetables.
Fried okra, you hate.
I said I'm not talking about vegetables. I'm not talking about fried green tomatoes. It has to be meat-based protein.
All right. Give us another weird food, baby.
Haggis.
Do you want to explain what haggis is for people who don't know?
No, because I didn't print that one out.
Oh my God, John.
It's a Scottish sausage that's made with blood and rice.
Yeah, but it's like inside like an intestine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There's
like,
nothing wrong with it. All sausage.
It's kind of like a savory pudding, right? Yep. And they put like the heart and the liver and the lungs and they mince it all up and they mix it with onion and oatmeal and salt and like some kind of stock. And then they put it in a stomach, which is probably the gross part, like, because that's the casing. And then they're like,
delicious.
American tourists, eat it, American tourists. And there you go.
Have we not had it before?
I've had it. I don't think you've had it.
I think we've had it together, actually.
In Ireland?
Yeah.
Because you've never been to Scotland.
No, I haven't been to Scotland yet. But I believe you and I have had it.
Ooh.
But whatever.
Anyways, I'd try it.
I'll give you another one, and this proves my point about frying things. Rocky Mountain oysters.
Ooh, yes.
Which are
I'd try it.
Bull testicles that are deep fried. I would definitely try that. Anything that's deep fried is delicious. He's
in love with the deep fryer, man, because he's from the South, and it's just how it happens, you know? I'd try that too, though.
Yeah, you would.
Dude, I try almost everything.
Almost everything. I know you do. I know. You're a good sport.
I am, but you want to hear one of the things that I think is the most disgusting that I've never heard of before?
Yeah.
That's U.S. food. It's called a garbage plate. And I'm going to directly quote the Spoon University here. Again, link in the podcast notes. A garbage plates, they're quite intricate. On the base, there's fries or home fries. Sounds good. Mm-hmm. Then there's a layer of either macaroni salad or baked beans. And then I get a little wobbly. And then
you get wobbly?
Yeah, because I don't really like macaroni salad.
No, it should be baked beans. Macaroni salad sucks.
And so then on top of that is the choice of two. Cheeseburger, hamburger, hot dogs, red or white, Italian sausages, chicken tenders, haddock, fried ham, grilled cheeses, or eggs. Okay. And then on top of that, are onions, mustard, and a signature hot sauce, which is kind of like a spicy ground meat sauce.
That sounds fantastic.
I think that sounds so disgusting. I'd eat
What?
a Frito pie way before I would eat that. There's
Really?
just too much going on there, man. Too much for me.
No, not if you build it right. Fries, ham, mustard. Right there. Ham and mustard go together perfectly.
But
Right?
you got macaroni salad and or baked beans.
Baked beans. Baked beans merge with anything. Anything. Baked beans merge with anything.
No, they really don't.
Yes, they do.
Baked beans don't merge with
Oh,
foie
yeah,
gras.
see?
Foie gras.
Oh, my God. Chicken, duck liver?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
No, they do not.
I guarantee you take a cracker and you smear a thin layer of baked beans on top and then you put some duck liver on top. That'll be fantastic.
There is no such thing as a smear of baked beans.
If you take a knife and you dip it in a pot of baked beans and you smear it on your cracker, yes, you do.
Woo! Time out.
What?
Is this what people mean by saying that we debate and argue all the time?
Yeah, probably. Because I'm always right and I know what I'm talking about. You know.
No, that's not. You're such a man. Oh my God. Anyways,
you can definitely get a smear of baked beans. Trust me.
A smear. Have you ever heard of corn smut?
Is that the rotten corn, the like Mexican corn?
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead, because I can't think of the words.
It's basically a fungus.
Yeah, fungus.
And
right.
so, like, you have like these nice, happy little normal corn kernels, but the fungus makes them into like tumors, and they like grow, and then they go blue and black, and like they look absolutely disgusting, kind of like zombified for corn. But it's like this delectable delight. Mm-hmm. According to roughguides.com in Mexico. Would you try that?
Yes, I'll try anything.
Would you? Would you try okra that had been fungicide?
Okay, wait. There's a few vegetables, tomatoes, okra, and a couple others probably that
avocado, spinach,
I don't want
eggplant.
To do it. Exactly, especially
You're
eggplant.
very anti eggplant.
However,
lima beans? Are you pro lima?
Listen, you don't find any. See, here's my secret. You don't find any of those things on a street vendor's cart. And I will eat anything off of a street vendor's cart without fear of repercussion. I might vomit all night. I don't care. But
for all of you who want to know, which might be possibly too much information, Sean did indeed vomit all morning in Ireland.
Oh, that was a cumulative. That was the totality of the circumstances, as in the police world you say of an OUI. But because that was like 7 days of gluttony. Our last day in Ireland, we're heading to the airport. And I'm driving on the wrong side of the road because that's how the laws are in Ireland. I had to pull over and vomit. I couldn't help it. I enjoyed my time in Ireland. So what? Those people probably have other motorists vomiting on their big tree all the time.
A man was all right. So Sean ate so much. He was such a glutton. Right? Because he's like, I'm in Ireland. I'm never going to be in Ireland again. Yay! And so he ate and ate and ate and ate. We're driving to the airport, and he pulls the little itty bitty car that he can barely fit his 6'6" body into on the side of the road. I'm like, buddy, what are you doing? We're going to be late. It's like, I feel so sick. I'm like, let me drive. He's like, no, I just got to go out of the car. And he like clumps out of the car. He's like, Frankenstein. This poor Irish man is mowing his lawn like beyond the gate, beyond the highway, and Sean pukes everywhere. It was the most horrifying experience.
But I felt
like,
fantastic afterwards.
But I was like, I'm marrying him. We weren't married yet at this point. I'm
But that was when I proposed to you in Ireland.
In Ireland. Not while you were puking.
No.
But yeah.
Baby, would you marry me? No, I didn't do that, baby.
I could see that though.
Doug Marshall, aspic is nasty.
So Doug Marshall said that Jello with veggies isn't suspended in it, and I would say meat also suspended in it is allegedly making a comeback, but we all think it's nasty. The end.
Aspic.
Would you eat it, Sean? Would you eat it?
Nope.
No?
I'd rather eat straight out of a pig's butt than eat aspic.
And you have. So other top weird foods that we have in the US that other people are like, what are you doing? Is deep fried butter, scrapple.
What?
Yeah.
Scrapple's good. But deep fried butter, that's pointless. That's stupid.
It's just like you take butter, you bread it, and then you deep fry it.
No.
Which is bad for your arteries. Scrapple is a French-Canadian ancestors for me beautiful thing where you take pork scrap, you take pork trimmings, you take cornmeal, you take flour, you like make it into a loaf, you slice it and you pan fry it. It's sort of like a weird meatloaf according to the very opinionated people at Spoon University. That's disgusting.
Fancy spam.
And they also think that a donut burger is disgusting.
What's a donut burger?
It's a burger and you have a donut bun on it. It's usually like a glazed bun. No, man.
A glazed donut with a burger in the middle?
Yeah.
2 glazed donuts. Oh my God. Sounds like heaven to me.
Well, they would say that it's like super like greasy and clogs your artery.
This isn't about nutritional value or health. This is about hedonistic eating pleasure.
Speaking of which, Cat Crouch said, have you ever heard of burgoo, which I may be saying incorrectly? It's your choice of a wild meat covered with like a brown gravy, like a Salisbury steak.
Dude, any wild meat.
You'd eat that. You know you'd eat that.
Yeah.
You know you'd eat that.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Deep fried butter, that's what you're just talking about, right?
Yeah, man. How about muktuk, which is a Greenland thing where you have like
I don't know about
thing.
That.
Wait, let me tell everybody about it before you put in your opinion. Basically, it's like frozen whale skin, whale blubber, and you eat it raw, you eat it pickled. It like looks a little like licorice. It has a bunch of layers. The skin allegedly tastes like hazelnuts. The fat is super chewy, and then the layer in between is even chewier, but it has a lot of vitamin C.
I don't like things that are preserved in the way of.
Would you try it?
Would you
try it, man?
Oh, I'll try anything. I mean, we tried the at the Hayseeders Ball. What was the fish there?
Some cod thing. It's disgusting.
Salted cod. Yeah, it is disgusting. But
because you couldn't chew through it. How about hackerel, which is from Iceland, which is like
their national dish. Right?
It's like you gut and you behead the shark. Then you put the shark in this grave, not very deep. You cover it with sand. You cover it with stones. You leave it there for months. Then you take it out, you cut it into strips, you dry it for more months. So this is like a year-long process, right?
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to hold your nose, try not to gag, and eat it. Would you try it?
I will try anything just to try it. But we actually saw that one on Bear Grylls. Remember when Terry Crews? That's what they were eating. Was the Greenland shark, because they were in Iceland, was the Greenland shark, and they both said it was freaking nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it is, but I would try it just to try it. And you're skipping all over cat
I know. I'm about to go through cats.
Because I would totally eat squirrel.
So Kat asked us if we'd eat a possum, squirrel, Kool-lickles, which are pickles soaked in Kool-aid, maybe Kool-aid.
Kool-aid.
I like Kool-aid. And she fixed it with Kool-aid. Yep. And Sean would eat all that.
I would. I'd eat a possum. All that. For sure.
I think maybe according to Sean Bell, you have, baby.
Possibly.
And
possibly.
Oh, dad joke. But apparently you Babe Ruth that possum.
Not me.
Or a
John
possum.
Bell.
You don't know what? That.
I don't know if John Bell's still here or not, but I remember one night we were rolling down the road in his truck. He was driving. I was passenger, and there might have been one or two girls in the truck with us. And there was a possum crossing.
Who are these girls?
Never mind. You don't want to hear the story, but it involved the possum. It involved the possum and its babies. But anyways, we didn't eat them. Possums are quite fluent. Not fluent. What's the word? Abundant in Florida.
How are we married?
What do you mean?
I just don't understand it.
Oh, nice. That was a great, scary movie voice there. I just don't understand it.
I don't.
If they hear us, we will die.
Babe, though. Really.
Yeah.
I've never Babe Ruth and a possum.
Well,
but that's you've
never seen an opossum. You've never.
I have too.
You've never walked to work hungover like crazy, and you've been walking by an 8-foot fence, and the opossum was sitting on the post, and you didn't know it till you turned your head, and its mouth was like right in your face, and you were like, ah. That's probably what happened at John Bell's house, and he Babe Ruth the damn thing.
Snort laugh.
Yeah.
Dude.
They're fierce little buggers.
Yeah. John said not when they scream at you.
I'm telling you. They're ferocious little turds. I want to say the F word, but
so you would definitely eat an opossum.
Yeah, and a raccoon and a squirrel and a rabbit and anything else that wanders around outside. Except I don't know. I wouldn't know how to skin a skunk and not make it smell, so I'd be a little hesitant.
Our dog killed a skunk.
Mm-hmm.
Dee's dog killed a possum once.
Well, that's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Because they breathe
it's all
like
right,
crazy.
Dee. You're okay. It's not your fault.
Like a whole litter of baby possums fits in a teaspoon. So.
Baby, do you have anything to say about the weird foods that people eat or anything like in
I don't
summary know. Or
I didn't even get to the pica syndrome, which is where people have different mental disorders and eat crap like the foam out of your couch cushions and stuff.
Yeah, that's sad.
But who cares about that? We'll just stick to the food. How about chicken feet? Let's eat some chicken feet next week, baby.
I would try chicken feet if we could find any.
They have them at our grocery store once in a while.
Yeah, but not very often. We're very frou-frou. We have a very... Can you explain to people who don't live here what our grocery store is like?
Well, no. I mean, I can explain to people that live in a bigger metropolitan area and have bigger grocery stores because that's what I'm used to. I mean... Our grocery store is the vegetable aisle is about 40 feet long. Not.
No, that's. Like, I think that's estimating how long that is.
You know what I mean?
I think it's like 20.
I don't
think it's anywhere near 40.
I'd say we have on average 1/3 of the selection of a more metropolitan grocery store, and that's not counting like a Trader Joe's or something. Like we have no walk in and buy ready-made food type of section like a Trader Joe's. You can go in and get any food you want to go, right?
Right.
No, we don't have that.
No.
You can go in and get like chicken tenders or
No.
a half-ass sandwich on a sub roll.
Babe.
All
right, like our all right, so like our produce section, you're saying 40 feet, it's nowhere near 40 feet because my house when I was growing up was 50 feet long. Nowhere near. All right, ready?
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we've got like 5 different chopped salads, some lettuce, some spinach, maybe baby spinach.
Yeah.
Then let's move on to the next section.
You're gonna be here all night if you go section by section, though.
Dude, it's like ridiculous. The fresh bread thing is a little like carousel in the center of the aisle.
Yeah, that's not the bread section. That's the locally made.
It's
quality bread section.
Our grocery store is horrifying. Whenever I go to another state and go to a grocery store, I get really excited.
Yeah,
I get so excited. Like it's like the best thing ever because I love our grocery store and the people who work there are the best and most amazing humans. I love them all so much.
Because they know you by name.
They're nice.
Yeah.
But like
Carrie never goes to the grocery store. I go to the grocery store and they're like, "Where's Carrie?"
COVID.
I'm like, "She's in the basement. She's locked in the basement like usual." And they're like, "No, really, where's Carrie?" And I'm like, "No, really, she's locked in the basement, but she won't come out of the house." And they're like, "Ah."
Sean won't let me out of the house. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, when I was in there the other day, one of the ladies said something about you, and I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "Did you put your rewards number in?" I was like, "Yeah, I put Carrie's phone number in there," and they're like, "Oh, okay," and they're like, "Carrie's," and I was like, "Yeah, Carrie has everything. I got nothing. Carrie's got everything," and they're like, "Oh, Carrie's got everything." I was like, "Yeah, they know you, so they know who's in charge, baby." Even though you never show up, they know you're in charge of everything.
Let's finish up with some gross food. Ready?
All right.
Locusts. Would you eat locusts?
If they're fried, hell yeah.
All right. Would you eat stargazy pie, which is a pie with fish?
Oh, that's nasty. You know I ate mealworms, though. I'll eat mealworms all day.
He did.
Stargazy pie. Well, I would try stargazy pie because it's not a salted type of fish. It's just fried sardines.
All right.
Or herring or whatever.
In the Ukraine, they eat sallow, which is like fat on meat, but it's just fat. Like there's no meat.
Right.
Would you eat that?
Yeah.
I think you would.
I would.
Would you eat a century egg, which is a big thing in China?
I would try it. I would try it.
Me too. Would you eat hakarl, which I can't say, but it's an Icelandic national dish where they gut a shark, then they behead the shark, then they put the shark in a shallow grave and cover it with sand and stone.
Oh, that's the
one.
We
talked about it before.
Bear Grylls and Terry Crews ate. I would try it because I'll try anything, but I don't think I'd like that one.
Would you eat the rotten cheese of Sardinia?
No, because it's got maggots in it.
I'd eat it. All right. Would you?
You love cheese. Carrie will eat any cheese. She's a cheeseaholic.
I am. Would you eat pickled turkey gizzards?
Well, yes. Although I don't necessarily like pickled stuff. I would. Dude, we got 3 cans of Spam in our basement.
He likes the Spam. Well, that's because we had a COVID kind of worry, and then we kind of stockpiled. Would you eat Rocky Mountain oysters?
I would most definitely, without hesitation, eat those because a little bit of Tabasco sauce on a fried bull nut would be fantastic.
Would you eat chitlins?
Yes, I've eaten chitlins before.
Would you eat turducken, which is basically a chicken put into a duck, put into a turkey?
Who wouldn't eat that?
I don't know.
Duck is fantastic. That's like burying a gold bar inside of a turd.
And I think someone mentioned this earlier, but would you eat Kool-aid, which are basically, you'd have a big thing of Kool-Aid and you shove some pickles in it.
Yes, I would.
Oh, how about the Jello salad?
Nope, I'm not eating aspic for anybody.
And
That's
there
nasty.
you go. Sean,
Aspic is nasty.
Doug Marshall wants to know if you eat earthworms.
I'd eat an earthworm on a dare.
Sean would do anything on a dare, especially if there was money attached to it.
Yeah.
We have been at many a party where everyone's like, ew, no, I won't eat it. And Sean's like, yeah, give it to me. Give it to me.
Yep.
$5, I'll do it. The man will do anything for money, as John Bell, his friend from Florida, probably knows.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Kat says there's an excrement coffee from Indonesia that I didn't know about. Would you do that, babe?
You did know about that, probably. It's a cat. It's a cat, and it eats the coffee beans, and it doesn't, and it goes through its stomach and it poops them out. But the coffee bean is still intact, so you can take the coffee bean and grind it and make coffee out of it. And it's very expensive, and
it gets boiled.
It's quite popular. Yes.
If it gets boiled, I'm all right with it. Yeah, I'd do it.
It's made the same way as any other coffee. It's just that it's passed through the intestinal system of a small cat. It's a wild cat.
On my face.
Oh my God, we're talking about food here, not
no. But there's a red mark on my face.
Not skin blemishes.
All right, whatever.
My whole face is red. What are you talking about? Good Lord.
And you have the ring light too. That's not fair.
I got the beautiful light. Let's see if I can adjust it. Nope, didn't make any difference.
Made no difference. All right. Do you have anything in summary?
Don't be afraid to try different foods. You never know what you're missing out on. Because these people, I mean, people didn't come up with it. Oh my God, I'd eat that in a second. All
right, so Kat just told us there's a bird nest soup made with bird saliva from China.
Yeah, you know
and
that.
Sean's like, yeah, I'd eat that.
The people, they go up on the cliffs and they actually steal a bird's nest, and it's just not bird saliva because the birds poop in the nest and everything. It's everything that the birds do in the nest because they actually take the nest and they put it in the soup. So hell yeah.
Are the birds okay though?
I don't know the answer to that, but hopefully they're gone. Like birds, like growed and gone.
Hey, look at my pink manatee. Oh,
I see that.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it the cutest thing?
It is.
All right. I got my pink manatee in the mail today, and there's no way that I've ever been happier.
She loves her some manatee soup, I'll tell you what.
I would not eat a manatee.
Last time I was in Florida, we were in Florida. She killed a baby manatee and made manatee steaks. It was delicious.
No, I will never eat a manatee. I probably couldn't eat a dolphin. I probably couldn't eat a horse or a dog or a cat, honestly.
No.
Yeah. How about you? You probably could eat all those things.
It depends on if it's a survival situation. Hell yeah.
Oh, I think you probably could.
I'm not the kind of person that would sit at a table and beat a little monkey with a hammer until it was dead, so I could eat.
Disgusting.
Well, on Faces of Death, that's what they do. So
what the heck is Faces of Death?
It's an old movie from like the 70s or the 80s. It's really disgusting. Anyways, maggot cheese.
How do you know this?
Because I watched it.
Why did you watch it?
Because I'm adventurous.
No, I don't think that's adventurous.
All right, I'm sadistic.
Probably that's more.
Go down to the next comment because you already mentioned that one.
All right, Kat wants to know if we would eat maggot cheese. Yeah, I probably would.
That's cheese from Sardinia. Yeah. Carrie will eat any cheese. Any cheese. If it tastes like a nasty toe jam sandwich, she'll eat it. She'll try it. She loves cheese.
I might not like it.
No, she doesn't like all cheese, but yes, Steve Boucher, the monkey. All right, I'm going to tell you. I can't believe people don't know about Faces of Death. But anyways.
I have no idea what that is.
One of the scenes in Faces of Death, you go to a foreign country where they don't have very many humanitarian rules, and you go in a restaurant, and it's a round table, so there's like 6 or 8 people. And in the middle of this table is a little hole. They put the monkey in the bottom of the table. Only its head sticks up through the hole, and the hole closes around its neck. And then they beat on its head with a hammer until it dies. It's really sick. It is. It's terrible.
Oh my God.
And then they eat its brains.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's horrible. That was because Faces of Death is more about humans dying. Things we see. Wait, stop. Things we see every day nowadays, like people.
Yeah.
Let's just say somebody being struck by lightning and dying, right? In that movie, that would be a scene. But this particular monkey scene of the whole entire movie was the one that bothered me the most, to be honest with you.
That's horrible.
I did not like it at all.
Like, I'm starting to cry.
Yeah. But anyways, there you go.
This is why I want to be a complete vegetarian, whereas Sean is no vegetarian.
No, definitely not.
Yes.
I just can't stand killing those poor little plants to eat them. I mean, they deserve to live.
You're such a jerk. If we weren't live on Facebook, I'd totally be giving you the finger right now.
I don't want to cut down that lettuce just to eat it. It's just so sad.
Hey, Kat says that Vietnam has snake wine with actual snakes in the wine.
I'd drink that.
I know you would.
That's like mezcal with the actual worm in the bottom of the bottle.
I would drink that too, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, you made me cry.
I'm so sorry. John Bell said that movie was messed up. It was messed up. I'm really surprised that nobody else has heard of it besides me and John.
Well, you're Florida boys.
No, you could go to like Blockbuster back in the day and rent it.
Blockbuster. Oh my God. Dave, why don't you play some Rick Astley in Culture Club and Whitesnake?
Rick
and
Astley.
Be like right in there, you know?
Never gonna give you up.
Hey!
You've been Rickrolled, baby.
No.
What?
Hey, extra shout outs go to the patrons who support our podcast and our life. And that's Autumn and Claire and Jen and Pam and Joan and Nancy and Sam and Toni and Shay and Rachel.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure we gave them the shout outs.
Yeah.
Do you have a cat in here?
Yes, but she's being so feisty. She doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh, no, Coco.
Right. Steve asks, what about the ball red lightning thing? I
don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about sunlight on your testicles to improve your testosterone.
Dude, that was the last podcast. We're past that now, Steve.
No, that wasn't a podcast. That was just a blog post.
No, that was a podcast, baby.
Steve, next sunny day, I'm going to be out on the deck.
No, he's not.
Getting my testosterone levels up.
You're such a liar. We live in a neighborhood where you cannot be naked. Anyways, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry it went so long. We really appreciate you being here.
We really appreciate you.
I'm having a really hard time, just like inputting all the data that just happened throughout this podcast, honestly.
I got more data for you after.
I feel you do. And I really, my whole life's mission now is to go to Florida and hang out with John Bell and hear all these stories about Babe Ruthing opossums firsthand. Because I feel like I don't know who I married.
Well, I just applied for a non-resident Florida alligator hunt permit today. So if I happen to be drawn for one, we'll go down there. And maybe I'll take John Bell on the hunt with me. He would enjoy that.
I don't get to go. I would cry, honestly.
Yeah, no, you can't come. You and the girls got to stay back at the Airbnb and just chill.
I don't think I can handle that.
That's right.
Yeah. Kat,
Yeah.
Cheryl, Dee, Steve, John, everybody, thank you for listening and hanging out with us tonight. And
Yeah, you should always be drinking wine while you're listening to us.
yeah, Kat, you really should. Kat said next time I should have some wine while listening. And yes, you definitely should, Kat. Because we love you and we are much easier to handle when you're drunk. But thanks for hanging out, and we really appreciate your input, and we really appreciate
all of you.
We really appreciate you being here. Am I gonna end the podcast now, babe?
Yeah, baby, fire away.
You want me to put like that outro thing?
That outro thing, yeah.
Yeah, Kat, we love you. D.
We're gonna go fry up some chicken gizzards.
I wish we had some.
Yeah.
It's our last day of keto, and we're so excited. Thank you, Rash.
Because we're gonna have bread.
I'm
gonna have fried bread.
I feel like you might.
That's called French bread.
Steve says you're starting to breathe heavy, Sean.
Not yet, bro.
No, I think you are.
Another couple hours. It's a friend.
Okay, we're definitely ending the broadcast now. Oh my God.
Thank you for listening to Loving the Strange. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, embrace the strange. New episodes every Saturday, live streaming Fridays. Go get your strange on, friends. Thanks for listening.